Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also start your week by installing your game plan. This is the player card. Here, this is the development. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what ability. This player's development trait is hidden. Put this.
Two veteran quarterbacks looking for a return to the playoffs. It's the coach. This is week.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! Get hot! 59! 180! 59! Hey, no, easy! Pick up the ball. Wait, touch!
A first down throw for Cousins. Open here at midfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go, baby!
14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Get hot! 180!
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I got you! Hey, get hot!
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State.
Get this! You're all mine!
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Get hot!
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Defense, all day! Hot!
Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. There he goes, right side. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
45.
On 2nd and goal, Cook in the backfield all alone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
Let's keep it up.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
All day, baby, all day.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope.
Here we go.
Good things are in store here today for them.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 23.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early, the home team back on their heels.
And he is going to be stopped cold
Here
behind
comes
the
the
line of
ball.
scrimmage.
I see you, boy. I'm ready,
Call a loss of 2 on the play.
Right there.
And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Just like that.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Took the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have back on their heels.
It'll be a 51-yard punt
Let's
that
go,
time.
let's go,
And the
let's go.
Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He's 59. Mike's the 59. I got it.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
That's ready, Blue 80.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and 8. These are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You got to go ready. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Yo.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at 3rd and 15. They start the drive with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. A big play there out of Cook.
Come on, baby.
84 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the run. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement. Go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I get it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
And the call essentially says,
and Thielman's got it.
Touchdown,
Vikings.
Don't be scared of it.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, one set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice.
Let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down?
It's Freeman, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And a reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rivals. And then on Monday night, that's the 1 weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They're going to go to the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution is a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in the oftentimes pointing fingers.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Let's go, touchdown,
Taking it in from 2 yards out. The Vikings are going to run that advantage. Barely got the extra point.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation. You did. Let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
These 2 teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. The Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was the Falcons' victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl.
Let's go.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Right there, 54. Hey, white.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55. 25 tonight.
Dino Smith, his first carry.
Let's go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Boom.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here
it up. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. He's been in a pretty good groove, actually, 4 yards on the ground in the air, but everything been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
It really helps your play calling.
Good
because
work,
now
boy.
you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed him to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days that we're seeing right now.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
And that's now the second time he's picked up a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. You see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
That's it,
as
baby.
they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
54.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. They're pretty happy over on that side.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Cousins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
25, check. Hey, Ringo, 48. 25. Wait, that.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So we're at... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that takes them to get them into the end zone and into this game.
That script is a good one for him. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th. Conversion here on 3rd down. They run. Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there.
Baby. Yeah!
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A very nice job on the run back there.
Let's
He'll
go,
get
baby.
23
Let's go.
yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
45 the mic. Yeah.
So here's a first
Two
and
times,
10
two
at the
times.
38.
Even. 4 down. Even.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes back. Throwing, Cousins. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's caught by Treadwell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Third and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Running the jet sweep, this is Thielen with it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop down from behind the scrimmage.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
That's right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the handoff, it's Freeman. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now, there's also a flag to go with it. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And will come the offense as they take over. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 27. Throwing is Cousins.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
That's complete to the receiver Thielen.
Switch it.
Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Let's go, fella.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety creep.
Again, it's Cook. And an
Run.
and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point to make the defense stand up and stop it. On the ground, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Mike 5'9". 180.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Stay focused. Come on.
They're trying to get the ground game going with Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get on the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. It'll go as a 50-yard punt. 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Rabbit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Treadwell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go, baby.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run. Cook takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Single receiver.
Cousins now from the 50. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
They cannot hold us
Well,
down.
we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away from that one.
Cousins now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy. With a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on it, trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Single.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete as well.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to miss out on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 24.
All day, every day.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
I'm going to hit you.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards
Here we go.
for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on that last drive,
Mike, 50,
went
ready,
for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Let's go.
This is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 37. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team? Maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. Now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Keep in mind that they also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side is looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Come on, baby.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Get ready. 45.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Completions, they are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
They can't hold it, Coach.
Dalvin Cook. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. And it was the Jaguars who were able to come away with a victory there. Nick Foles, 2 touchdown passes in the W. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. The offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Freeman. Heck of a move. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Taken in at the 11. Dances by him.
We played to win. Let's
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Minnesota... Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.